surviving roommate in the Idaho college killings failed to call 911 the night of the slayings because she apparently believed the killer was a party guest.
One of the details that we've come to learn is that she didn't think anything other than just noisy roommates.
What's up, guys? True Crime King, the most interesting man in the world. Back again. How we doing today? Hope you all are doing well. Gonna be taking a look at this video claiming this girl Ann Banfield is claiming that she's seen a lot of documents and has sources that some other people don't have, and they're gonna talk about Dylan and maybe why she didn't call the police. So let's see what she's got to say here.
It was a problem. She thought her roommates were horsing around and being loud in the middle of the night.
The house was known as Party Central, with cops coming multiple times responding to noise complaints. News Nation's Ashley Banfield says a source close to the investigation gives her the fullest explanation yet about why the roommate, Dylan Mortensen, never called 911.
Remember, I mean, there was two roommates. I guess everybody's just talking about Dylan because she lived on the same floor as two of the people that were killed. The other one was on different floor. And I guess that, yeah. So, you know, Dylan should have heard everything and been right there.
Despite coming face to face with the suspect. Wasn't a statement attributed to her that she was frozen in fear, which is why she didn't call 911?
The words that the affidavit quotes are a frozen shock phase.
Okay, I've went through this again when I reviewed one of Dr. Grande's videos on this subject. So there is no such thing as a frozen in shock response for more than a couple minutes, okay? And that's just a fact. Like, there is no medical term, you know, or anything that, you know, will make you freeze up and not be able to do anything for more than a couple minutes, okay? And that's stretching it. So 7, 8, 9 hours, however long she waited to call the cops, there is no such thing as being frozen in fear for that long, right? And then, you know, we got this video that I just saw we just did another video on where apparently a friend of Dylan that's in her inner circle, her boyfriend, said that Dylan wasn't in any fear. She doesn't have any PTSD even after this. So that says that she wasn't, scared. So I'm just really confused right now, you know. There's conflicting stories going on here.
Which I could imagine a young woman in the middle of the night peeking out into her very dark house and seeing a lone male that she didn't recognize walking towards her.
Well, why didn't she just ask the dude who he is if she didn't think he was a killer, right? Or she thought it was just a party guest? Why didn't she ask him what he's doing there, right? I mean, if she sees people in that house all the time that she doesn't know because it's a party house, I mean, there's no reason to think he's a killer, right? I mean, apparently she didn't think he was a killer, right? If she did, why didn't she call the cops again?
As a little scary. She probably might have thought it was just a friend of someone in the house, but it creeped her out.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If she thought it was a friend of someone, why didn't she just ask him? Or why didn't she try or just walk 10 feet to Xana's room and ask her where he saw the guy coming from, right? I mean, or text somebody, you know, they're in the rooms next to you. I mean, it still doesn't add up to me, right? I mean, let me know what you guys think in the comments. I mean, does this add up to you at all?
Learning that in the weeks following the murders, Bryan Kohberger was allegedly fired from his job as a teaching assistant due to troubling behavior at Washington State University, where he was studying for his doctorate in criminology. Banfield says she's seen Kohberger's termination letter.
There were some allegations that he was sexist,
Hold on real quick. Let me see if I can pull this termination letter up, because I've seen this too. All right, never mind.
That he was grading the female students in a much more harsh way than the male students, and that he was following at least one student out to her car. And he was spoken to, and apparently he didn't correct his behavior.
1 month.
And apparently he didn't correct his behavior.
Let's listen to this again.
Male students, and that he was following. He was grading the female students in a much more harsh way than the male students.
Grading the female students harsher than the male students. So I'm guessing he must have not liked females as much.
And that he was following at least one student out to her car. And he was spoken to, and
so he was caught following a girl a student out to her car, and he was just spoken to. Nothing happened.
Apparently he didn't correct his behavior.
1 month after the November 13th murders, he was fired after allegedly getting into a second altercation with a professor. He was in a volatile relationship with a professor. He allegedly treated female students in an inappropriate way. Do any of these things tell us potential why? Why?
He probably treated girls like that because he probably didn't have much success with women, right? And he probably doesn't know how to talk too good around them or act around them because he's probably never been around, you know, a lady. Let's face it, I mean, do we know of any girlfriends that he's ever had? I haven't heard anything about any girlfriends, right? So I don't know if you know anything about any girlfriends. Let me know in the comments.
Why would he commit these crimes?
I don't think it tells us the why, but I do think it gives us insight into who Bryan Kohberger was in the weeks and days leading up to the killings.
But yeah, that's it for the video. If you guys liked it, hit the like button. If you didn't, don't hit the like button. And until next time, True Crime King out.